Hello and welcome to this week's episode of GCC's Georgia Chiro Connection. I'm your host, Dr. Kathy, and joining me today is one of our board members, Dr. Drew Henderson. Hey, Dr. Drew.
Hey, Dr. Kathy, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. It's a perfect Wednesday.
Yeah, I can tell you're out in the beautiful sunshine.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a cool break. It's only like 91, so I'm going to go outside and do this thing. It's too pretty to stay in.
That's summertime in Atlanta, right?
It is.
Absolutely. So listen, today we're going to do a little bit of a wrap up because we did just have our big South Georgia CE event this past weekend. And I know it was well attended. I know that the speakers were phenomenal, but you were there, you were able to attend. So tell everybody that's watching a little bit about what went on.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome weekend. I mean, from the beginning, it was great. We moved to Columbus this time just to kind of reach more people because we're all about reaching new people, and make it so people don't have to drive to Atlanta or Marietta to get their hours. We want to come to you. So we were in Columbus, and who started off? Keith Wassung started off. He was talking about patient compliance through education. If you never checked his stuff out, it's keithwassung.com. Tons of education materials that are backed by research. The graphics are amazing. Just mind-blowing stuff from Keith Wassung. And he shared, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 hours, but it was just a plethora of information, like how to present education to patients and stuff that we use Monday. When we opened up Monday, like we use some of his material and some of his guide points to help us start serving more people, and then we had Ty Talcott. He talks about compliance in the IT world and HIPAA compliance and making sure all of our info stays with us. Because that's a big deal now. Like pirates will come in, hold your data hostage and want payment, and then we're liable for that stuff. And I believe his website is Dr. Ty, the compliance guy.
Yeah.
Yep. .com. Then I done Georgia Law. That was riveting as always. Everybody was on the edge of their seats. And we had philosophy with Gary Fish and Dean Fuller and Dusty Large. He's a fairly new member to the GCC, first time speaking for us. And he knocked it out of the park. He's a young guy, got a lot of fire inside of him. So it's good to see those people, get fired up that way.
That's one of my favorite things about going to any kind of seminar, whether it's a continuing ed, whether it's just, like, as some people would call it, like the rah-rah weekend seminars, is that feeling of getting fired up. And we talk about, you slip and you check and you got to get dipped back in the philosophy. You got to get all the world off of you and get re-dipped in the philosophy. And there's just something magical about going in person to an event. And I know that we offer for people to do it online who need to or can't travel or don't have the time. And I think that's great. But there's something about being in a room full of that energy and getting to, hug people and give them a kiss and, shake hands and have a meal with people. It just reinvigorates you and just fires you up to get back in the practice.
It does. Morning. And not just we get fired up about not just the philosophy. That's kind of easy to get fired up about, but Jen Dickinson was there with from John Davila's program. She was presenting for him, talking about coding, and it's like coding that if you do insurance or even if you don't, like you can use Monday. Like we were all taking notes. Like she was so informative in like basic knowledge that we should have. It's like, no, don't use that modifier. Like, well, I was taught to use that. And I don't even do insurance anymore. But I was taking notes to help my friends that weren't there that still do use insurance, and it's then we had a visit from Karen Mathiak. She's a state rep from District 74. And I told her this weekend, like she may be in District 74, but she's a chiropractor and she is all of ours representative. She represents the chiropractic profession, and her website, I think it does come up, is weneedkaren.com. She's doing some good things. We need to just really support her, because we have a friend in the house in the state of Georgia, and she's just, she's just taking it by storm. We GCC made a contribution to her campaign, so she's that important to us. And Karen, if you're watching, just know that we love you. We appreciate you. We're pulling for you. I can't vote in District 74, but I'm telling everybody, I'm sharing your post, everything, because we're gonna make sure you stay in that house. And it was just a great weekend. It's just amazing, really. And especially in Columbus, it was a new city we hadn't been to in a while. We're like, well, shoot, let's see what the numbers are like. The room was packed. We had like standing room only on the sides for continuing ed. Like, who would have thought? It's awesome stuff.
There's that old saying, if you build it, they'll come, right? You give them the good content, give them the good material, and people will come to hear it.
Yeah. And taping ankles are important. Maybe not for the principal chiropractor, but it's important. But we don't talk about that. We talk about things that Monday morning in your office, a kid comes in, what are we going to do? How are we going to take care of that child? And I know July 15th through the 17th, we're going to be back in Atlanta. Freaking powerful lineup. I was talking about kids just then because I was thinking about Shannon Good's going to be there, sharing her pediatric knowledge. Matthew McCoy, Jen Dickinson's going to be back. I mean, it's just going to be, there's a little splash up there. So write that down. We're going to start on Friday this time, Friday evening, afternoon, evening, and then we're going to go until Saturday, or Sunday, but not so late, so we can get back home and get rested up for Monday to start serving the people. It's I'm just so thankful to be a part of the GCC and to be in this fight with everybody else.
And well, it shows, and we appreciate your efforts, and we appreciate all that you've done.
We appreciate all that you do, and all of our members. Like, man, you don't know how much it means to us when we had a couple of new people join this weekend, and it just like a party all of a sudden, and it's cheap to join. It's like $60 a month. You can come to any event, just like DE coming up in August. We're going to have 6 hours there. You can come in, pop in, see Chase Dice, Justin Quayle, Dr. Jamie. I mean, tons of people that you normally wouldn't get to hear any other place. Like Chase, he's from Texas. Jamie's from Tennessee. Ryan is from Missouri. It's just such an amazing organization. And I'm not just saying this, just blowing smoke. I mean, it really is. That's why we go to the board meeting so late at night, because we're so enthralled sometimes just by how amazing this organization is. And, I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that you are a big part of it. But before I let you go today, because I know you got to get out of that sun because it's probably getting hot down there, can you share with us just one patient story, one patient testimonial to kind of give somebody who's watching right now a little jazz to get back in the office this afternoon?
Yeah, and even like a little practice tip too. Matthew McCoy, one of our big sponsors, he's been with us for so long. Just a great human being, great chiropractor, great researcher, great insurance agent. Like if you need insurance, you go see Matt McCoy. But he also has vertebral subluxation research.org or .com. But if you go there, you join just for a little bit per month or per year. And he has like a social media research section. And I downloaded all those. There's 147 things in a zip drive. You have press releases. You have everything to hand out to the office. You have the social media stuff already made. You just plug in, and it's cheap, and he's really doing real research. But what I'm saying is, 2 weeks ago, we put up some research. We done a video, me and Dr. Claudia did, and then we put up some memes about incontinence and like research that shows how chiropractic can help somebody suffering through incontinence. And we're not treating incontinence, we know that, but but they start functioning better when the nervous system's clear of any interference. And we put that up. And then a couple of people came in and said, listen, I've not said anything, but when I was going through chemo, I had incontinence. Since I've been here, I haven't. So, we don't know how far reaching we go. And if they don't know that we can like help with incontinence and colic and thyroid issues, like you name it, they're not going to know. They're going to think we're back and neck pain specialists. And that's just the furthest thing from the truth. Mm-hmm. Like we take care of the human body. The human body is made up of body and mind, and we take care of that. We're the only profession that does that as a whole, because you influence that nervous system, you're influencing everything else in the body, physically, mentally, you name it. And we got to tell people, and there's resources out there, Keith Wasson, Matthew McCoy, that have the research and they've done the work. We just have to repost it and like do a quick little video for 4 minutes talking about incontinence. And people's like, oh, shoot, for real? We done one Monday about epilepsy and seizures. New lady started up yesterday. Why you coming in? Seizures. I saw video. But the stuff is out there, and it don't take much work. Just throw it out there. And I know if we can do it, like you can do it. It's easy. We got to start serving these people and growing our offices and growing the profession and just blowing this up. We got one life. What are we going to do with it? I just want to serve as many people as I can. And I know you do too, Dr. Kathy.
It shows with you though, Dr. Drew. It absolutely shows the passion. Your heart is in the right place always. You are just a loyal and humble servant. You truly embody the DE mindset and the lasting purpose.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. That means a lot. That lasting purpose is everything, and that's giving, loving, serving, doing out of your own abundance with no expectation of return. That no expectation is the key. You can't be expecting to get something back.
And the world will reward you, but you can't do it for the reward, right?
We can't. Like we got a blessed life, but I'm going to keep serving as many as I can.
Keep serving. I love it. Yep. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Yeah, and one more thing. September 15th, we got the big golf tournament over in Canton at I think it's Bridge Mill.
Yes.
So that's going to be awesome. Sign up, get you some teams. I'm going to be playing, if you can call it that. I get me one of those big bag of balls that's just like assorted, and I use those, and I hope by the end of the day I've still got a few left. But it's going to be a fun time. So if you want to come out, come. We the 5th annual, it's going to be an awesome time, and it's a high echelon golf tournament. It's not just we have cigar, we have Bloody Mary bar, we have tons of stuff, cars given away. So many.
I'll be on the hole-in-one. I stay on the hole-in-one section. Yep, that's a lot of fun too.
It is. I'm never close.
Listen, that's my kind of golf, because you don't want me out on the golf course. It would take up all day, me trying to track down where the ball went after I hit it.
Yeah, I hit houses and stuff. So I'm just like, I'm sorry, that's me.
I hit the grass a lot. I make a lot of indents in the ground, so you don't want me playing.
Awesome. Well, it sure is good to see you, Dr. Kathy.
Good to see you, Dr. Drew. I'm going to let you get out of the sun before you get a little sunburn out there.
Yep. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate GCC. I appreciate Kat Frazier. I just appreciate all of our members, everybody. And if you're not a member, just join. It's cheap, and you get so much value. You get so much value.
You do. You get a lot for it. So, and we appreciate everybody that did join this past weekend and everybody that attended the event. And if you have questions, just reach out to us, georgiachiropractic.org. That's our website. You can drop a message right below, comment on this video, or send a message to our Facebook page, and one of the board members or our executive director, Katrina, she'll get it. Somebody will get it and somebody will respond right back to you.
Yep. Perfect.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Drew.
Yep. Thank you, Dr. Kathy.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And check us out here every Wednesday around 1:30-ish for the Georgia Chiro Connection. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Thank you.